Over the past couple of days, millions of people have disappeared from the internet. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Instagram's latest move to censor and ban conservatives, Christians, and specifically Trump supporters. Just this past week, they have removed dozens of accounts that harbored millions of followers each. Some boast 70 million, and others have about 30 million, and others have even smaller than that. But the bottom line is millions of people were affected by this particular ban. Check out just a few of these articles. The first one here is on insider.com. Instagram did a meme page purge and suspended dozens of accounts, with millions of combined followers, leaving some users without income. TheDailyDot.com. All your favorite meme pages were just purged from Instagram. ReclaimTheNet.org. Instagram mass suspends 30 plus meme accounts with over 33 million total followers. EveningStandard.com. Instagram hiding likes for millions for users to remove pressure. What does that mean? That means that Instagram is calling the shots, saying who is and isn't allowed to speak publicly, who is and isn't allowed to write memes. And as a result, millions of people were affected and dozens of accounts were removed, regardless of the fact that that was their main source of income. You see, the bottom line here is the attack on patriots, on conservatives, on nationalists, on populists, anyone who just simply supports the president of the United States and is a Christian. You see, this isn't the only attack that happened just this past week. In fact, a man by the name of Chad Robachek, who's an author, a Marine, and owns a veterans ministry, went on and tried to put an advertisement on YouTube. Well, the advertisement was denied because it had the word Christian in it. Take a look at his actual tweet on his Twitter page, which reads, "We ran a YouTube ad for our veterans ministry outreach for those in need, and it was denied for the word Christian. Insane," he says. #censorship should terrify every American and conservative or liberal or Christian or Muslim. The bias is a dangerous course for America. Now, here's the actual screenshot showing their denial of the ad. Now, YouTube also responded to him and had this to say: "We know that religious beliefs are personal, so we don't allow advertisers to target users on the basis of religion. Beyond that, we don't have policies against advertisements that include religious terms like Christian." In other words, YouTube is saying to Chad, we don't allow you to target users based on religion. So Chad says, okay, if that's the case, let me remove the word Christian and put another religion there. In this case, he said, let's put the Muslim religion. So he changes the word Christian to Muslim and puts it in there. And then he resubmits the ad. And take a listen to what happened.
Hey, run the ad again. The only thing I want you to change is the word Christian for another religion. Let's put in Muslim. He put in the word Muslim, and the ad was approved and ran.
What sense does that make? YouTube allows them to submit it with the word Muslim, but not the word Christian. You see, if they truly believed what they preached, which was, and I quote again what they said, "We know that religious beliefs are personal," says YouTube, "so we don't allow advertisers to target users on the basis of religion." Why then did they approve the word Muslim and not Christianity, when based off of what they're saying, they should have disapproved both? You see, but that wasn't the case. Why? Because again, the target here has become anyone who is a Christian, conservative, patriot, or Trump supporter. And that's becoming evidently clear. Check out what Twitter also did recently. Now, this is on usanews.com. Twitter allows graphic image of Trump being murdered on their platform while banning conservatives because they are dangerous. So Twitter allows straight up violence on their platform, but says conservatives who are anti-violent and against violence are not allowed on the platform because they're dangerous. There really is no logic or reason behind it. But there's so many attacks coming from so many different levels. Even the CIA, which we know is part of the deep state, has jumped in on the action and is now going after journalists and reporters. Take a look at this article on altmarket.com. The CIA's Intelligence Authorization Act would criminalize whistleblowers and reporters. You see, the end game here is very simple. It's to get information so buried that the average public cannot see it. You see, when YouTube started and their original creators, it was an amazing platform. And people and alternative writers were able to shoot to the top based off of click count, based off of what people were interested in seeing. You see, then they partnered with Google, who then in turn partnered with media, mainstream media. You see, mainstream media took the partnership with Google because it was like an unholy marriage, call it that way, but it's done behind closed doors. But basically, Google said, I'll promote your information to the top. So that's why if you go to my channel or someone else's channel, you always see Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, ABC always pushed to the top as the authoritative news source, as they like to call it. But that's who's pushed forward because them and Google have an agreement. That's also why, as in return, the mainstream media bolsters Google and makes them look really good and won't speak against them. They have this arrangement. But who gets hurt in the process? Alternative media, channels like mine. And they push us and shadow ban us and try to get us to the bottom. You see, YouTube was always about the average person coming forward, not infiltrated by Hollywood, not infiltrated by mainstream media. But now mainstream media and Hollywood have taken over the platform and all of them get pushed to the top. The same stuff that you're seeing on TV, you're seeing on YouTube, rather than unique and different. That's the problem that's happening today. So we're standing against many things. It's not just Google and their platform. Now, YouTube does good things sometimes, so I still have many hopes for YouTube. But that said, we have lots of cards in play. We have big money being pushed. We have big pharma interacting with Google. We have Hollywood and we have mainstream media all paying to get their stuff at the top while the average person is silenced. But I wish and hope that YouTube goes back to the way it used to be. That is what everybody in America wanted. And that is when we truly had freedom of the internet. But today we're suppressed, we're blacklisted, and we're pushed to the bottom while Hollywood and everybody else that you see on TV is bolstered to the top. That wasn't what YouTube was originally about. So I would love to see YouTube go back to the way it was, where we really had that freedom. But you know what? The other thing that I want to express here before I let you go is President Trump. If he doesn't take stand against Instagram and some of these massive monopolies, then he's got a possibility of being impacted and losing the election. Social media is what got you elected, President Trump, 100%. And I believe and hope that, he'll go through no matter what. But we need to start taking more action. And I know they're making headway, but we got to speed it up. We got to get something going. So just continue to contact your senators. Let them know where your heart is. Let them know your feelings, your thoughts on the censorship. And let me just say this, it needs to be even on both sides. If that was happening to Democrats or even liberals, who I don't politically agree with in any way, shape, or form, I would say the same thing. No matter the people group it's happening to, it shouldn't happen to males or females or homosexuals or whoever it is. Everybody deserves that freedom and that right to have that platform. So that's where I stand on all of it. Anyhow, I love you all. Please don't forget, subscribe to the channel. As you know, this thing does not get sent out unless you personally share it. So I ask you to please do that. Also, please don't forget, get a VPN. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If you are not on one, you're really putting yourself at risk. And don't get the free ones. Just trust me on that one because they still sell your information. The one that I use does not do that. And they get rid of everything within 24 hours. So all the stuff that you're looking at while you're on the VPN is gone. Somebody can't go knock in at their door and ask for that information. So check them out at hidewithlisa.com. They've got some amazing deals, but get a VPN today. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.